as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays, the inside. I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here comes tuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty, niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty, niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. cross. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand.
All right. All right. All right, man.
What's up, guys?
What is going on, guys? What is going on, man? All right. What's going on, man? Let's hop right into the intro, man. Let's not waste any time. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 154 of the podcast, man. This is another edition of the news, man. If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news. Speaking of this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, should Roman Reigns win at WrestleMania, or should WWE stick to the plan? Me and Sir K go in depth on the Roman Reigns situation in WWE. Honestly, probably what I would call the most fickle WrestleMania season from the WWE audience in years. Fans turning their back on Cody Rhodes all of a sudden, wanting to see Roman Reigns defeat him for the Universal Championships, man. Wanting to see Roman Reigns carry the belts till SummerSlam, or carry the belts even longer. We go in depth on all that, man. We go in depth on how WWE should stick to the plan, like fans told us when we wanted Sami Zayn to get a WrestleMania spot for one of the championships that Roman Reigns holds. So if you guys did miss that, you guys can watch that on all platforms, man. That is live for you guys on all platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here after Monday Night Raw every Monday for Notorious Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sirke's social media pages, man. All 8 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com, or what the fuck. All 8 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop, man. Available in more than just a t-shirt. Hoodies, tank tops, regular t-shirts, youth, whatever you guys want, man. Crew neck sweaters or sweatshirts, whatever you guys want. These are available for you guys on the merch shop. All 8 of these beautiful designs, man. The Chicago flag design, this Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the best kept secrets to the IWC, the Riddler inspired IWC's best kept secret, as I am actually wearing today. The scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, the Biggie inspired shirt, and the Christmas merch, man. All 8 of these beautiful designs are available for you guys live on the merch shop. Again, bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video, and it is in either mine or Sirke's social media pages, man. Also, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast. I'm Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sirke here. How the hell are you, man?
It's going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out, man. I've just been chilling out. Been normal, man. Everything's been normal. I mean, besides Mr. Philly Phil yesterday, everything's been pretty chill, pretty normal. And I'm just waiting for Mania, man. Waiting for Mania, Double or Nothing. And yeah, man, I'm excited, man. But like Durante always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, man. The family's good. What about you, Durante? What about Logan? What about Bell? How are all you guys in chat doing? What about you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Nothing much, dude. Dude, 1 week. 1 fucking week
That's
from now,
crazy.
man, we
And
will
don't I
be.
feel like
I know, man. Seriously. Yeah. It's weird because, like, it does feel like a Mania build, but it doesn't. In the sense, like, I feel like we're getting like a
yeah,
good card, but a lot of the build-ups have been kind of bleh. I mean, I will say they've been better than bleh AEW builds. It's been better than the build for Revolution, but something feels
yeah,
off about the build. I don't know. Like, I feel like we're getting good matches. Like, I feel like the card we're getting is good, but some of the builds could be better, in my honest opinion.
well, yeah. I mean, really, the only builds that I've been paying attention to are all the Bloodline related stuff. KO and Sammy and the Usos and Roman and Cody. The rest of it's kind of just there, to be honest. I mean,
Dominic
there's
and
damn
Ray's
near no build to the
okay
Asuka
too.
and Bianca match. That's another good one. And Finn and fucking what's his name?
Mr.
Edge.
Devil.
That one's been pretty good too. But like, I don't get the hype to Brood Edge, but nonetheless, man, I mean, like both the women's matches are kind of just there. Fucking what other matches are there? Theory and Cena have kind of been non-existent at this point.
Can't forget the showcase matches.
Like, like it's classic Triple H main roster booking right now, man. It's either fucking phenomenal or just fucking irrelevant, man.
Yeah,
It's so 50-50, man.
yeah, man. Well, his father-in-law is the master of 50-50 booking, after all. So,
He is, yeah.
definitely, man. So, in one sense, the Mania build, on one sense, it does feel like a WrestleMania, build, some of the stuff does, but on the other hand, man, some of the stuff, like, it's crazy to me that WrestleMania at this point is 8 and 9 days away for both nights. So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But yeah, man, other than that, man, that's pretty much just kind of what I'm waiting for, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah. Seth and Logan. Yeah, but yeah, man, as Durante always asks, man, I'm good. Definitely. But as Durante always asks, man, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you guys, man? Logan, Bell, Durante, how the hell are you guys? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. Yeah, that sucks. Bell. That sucks. Where are you guys thinking about going, if you don't mind me asking? But yeah, definitely, man. I know how it is. Yeah, know how it is, man. Definitely getting worried about your animals, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. You guys coming to Hickville, USA?
Oh,
Probably not, but
yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Where are you guys thinking
you
about
guys don't
going?
want to come up to Sandy Shores?
Yeah, those. Hopefully, the showcase matches are on the pre-show. I would think.
I hope so.
I would think. I genuinely would think there's no fucking way you put those on the main show. There's no way. That's just me though. But man, we're gonna start you guys off with Philly Phil. That's right, CM Punk. CM Punk, man.
This fucking guy.
Definitely. Sorry, I'm reading Logan's comment. He says, classic Triple H booking, have kind of a mid build up to have an amazing show. Definitely, man. Definitely. It's like, for as much as him and Tony Khan hate each other, they definitely have that in common. Definitely. But I will say, they have been hitting on all cylinders with the Sami Zayn and the Uso storyline. I want to say Cody and Roman, because whenever those guys come face to face, it's epic. It's just a matter of when they come face to face. It's same thing with Cena and Austin Theory. You know what I mean? I mean, the one thing we got was incredible, but it's one thing in the span of a whole month and a half. You guys had to build this shit up since Elimination Chamber. So yeah, I mean, Rhea and Charlotte, I mean, the story's there. They just haven't really done anything with it. Asuka and Bianca's been kind of off. What the fuck else is on the show? Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt got fucking shot in the foot. The Walter thing's nice. The Walter triple threat is nice. I like that they involve Drew. I think Drew's definitely deserves that spot. And I think that's gonna be a banger match too. Definitely. So, I see. Nice. Well, I definitely wish you guys the best in luck, man. Hope you guys travel safely and whatnot. But definitely, man. All right, man. We're gonna talk about Bell's favorite person. We're gonna talk about Bell's absolute favorite person to hear about, man. CM Punk. Oh. Omos and Brock. Who could forget that build? What a legendary build. Yeah.
It shouldn't even be happening.
Oh, God, no. Even though it should main event night 1, politics in WWE will stop that from happening. That's all I gotta say. They don't want Omos. They don't want Omos to succeed, man. But regardless, man, CM Punk. CM Punk's back in the news. Like I said, man. CM Punk's back in the news, man. So this story is specifically dedicated to our girl Belle, man. So, regardless, I'm going to give you guys a fair warning that there possibly is some more news that could break tonight as we're live, or later tonight. There will be news to possibly break tonight, so there is a chance either he's going to be in the news a little bit later today, or he's probably going to be in the news next week, because according to our buddy, our very close friend, Sean Ross Sapp, he apparently he has the biggest CM Punk news that is yet to come out the whole time he's been gone, apparently, according to him. And so yes, he says it should be coming out sometime in the afternoon today. And according to him, he said something along the lines of the biggest CM Punk news in a while, or something like that. So you have that to think about as well. But CM Punk, man. Well, Dave Meltzer spoke on the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, and he was talking about CM Punk. He was talking about CM Punk. He was talking about CM Punk and Jon Moxley, and this seemed to really crank Punk's knob. This seemed to really get him upset, as this is what Meltzer had to say. He said, and I quote, "Do you know why they didn't advertise Punk versus Moxley longer, and why it had a short build? Because Punk agreed to it, and then AEW got a letter saying that he wasn't down with it and he wasn't doing it, and they didn't know if he would come in until Tony put his foot down. There are a lot of nice things I could say about him, and you can absolutely argue his position on Moxley was correct. But you can't argue he willingly did what he was asked to do in that scenario." Well, so that is what Meltzer had to say. And Punk did not take kindly to this, as he would do a tweet and delete, if you will, on his Instagram story. And to answer Bell's question, no, we do not have news on the old man today. Just Philly Phil. Only Philly Phil, man. Philly Phil. That's it. That's it for this week, man. Seth.
Okay.
So that is what Meltzer said. I believe it was on the Observer or on Wrestling Observer Radio. I'm not sure if it was he wrote it in the newsletter or what, but that is what came out of Dave Meltzer, man. And Punk had a response to this, and it seems as if the man has finally broken his silence on something AEW since they left. I'm sure he regrets this, because on his Instagram story, as you guys see on your screen, he says, "Sigh, I wasn't cleared to come back to wrestle yet. Then the plan was to wrestle at the pay-per-view. I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. I explained how I'd never seen a Rocky movie and I thought the idea sucked, but if the boss wanted to do it, whatever. He said he wouldn't lose to me. I'd never experienced someone refusing to lose to me. I just laughed. I asked if this was what Tony wanted. He said yes. He's the boss. I said okay. That's funny. He's the boss, so I said okay. I'd like to be cleared first. They kept saying it could be a squash, so I didn't need to be cleared. I scoffed at that. My health is more important. Dave Meltzer is a liar. Jericho is a liar and a stooge. There were plans, but plans always change, but I'll never put a company before my health again." This would prompt Chris Jericho to respond, as you can see in these Instagram stories, he posted a picture of Matt Hardy doing the delete, which then Punk responded with a quote from an Instagram post saying, "I'm too old for this shit." Don't you just love CM Punk in the news? So, first off, I don't necessarily put Punk in the wrong here. In all honesty, what he was doing was defending himself, because what Meltzer was trying to say was, he agreed to do something, but then he just went about booking things through his lawyer. So I honestly see Punk defending himself. I get that. Where we turn the clock back here. Well, first of all, let's look at what he said, because some of the things are a little laughable to me. He says, "I asked Tony if this is what he wanted. He said yes, and he said he's the boss, so I said okay." That's the same boss you sat in a media scrum and absolutely fucking buried the entire roster to. A little crazy to me.
Exactly.
Also, I understand him not wanting to go out until he was cleared. I get that. I understand. He doesn't want to, put a company before his health. You cannot fault the man in that. But bro, Jericho is a liar and a stooge. Where did that come from? What the fuck did Chris Jericho do?
He had nothing to do with that little fucking story. And he was like, "Oh yeah, fuck that guy." Like, what? Why? Like, that was so unnecessary. And another line that made me laugh was, he refused to lose to me. No one ever done that to me before. Cut the cap, bruh. Maybe in AEW, but the old you, that shit happened 24/7 to your ass. Why are you lying, bruh? But, I thought that was just a little funny thing. But, like, where did Jericho come into that? Why did you have to add that?
So, another thing is, and Alex Story World. I definitely hear what you're saying in the comments. I definitely hear what you're saying. You think he thinks it's a work, and I will say this: one thing that's very fishy and doesn't make any sense about this is the part where he says, where he said, "I'd never experienced someone refusing to lose to me," and then he says how he thought Jon Moxley's idea sucked. He says, "I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. I explained how I'd never seen a Rocky movie, and I thought the idea sucked." So my thing with this is that the thing that doesn't make much sense to me at all is, at that media scrum, don't you think CM Punk would have mentioned that at all? I would have thought, he would have mentioned something, because they specifically asked him about Jon Moxley, and all he had was good things to say. He said, "We come from the same place," something along the lines of they were treated the same. Everybody remembers he said good things. If he did anything in that media scrum that was good, it was he put over Jon Moxley in a way. He talked about how he liked the match. He talked about how, him and Moxley are very similar and they're very alike, and he has a lot of respect for Jon Moxley. If he was that pissed off, you don't think he would have mentioned, especially, he wasn't holding back any then. So if you're asking me, I would have think he would have mentioned something about Jon Moxley refusing to lose to him.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's weird, man. That shit, it's a little fishy, I will say that, man. At this point, I don't know if it's a work. It could be turning it into one. Who knows, man? Who knows? But it's all just a completely fucked situation, man. Because if it's a real, you got the big risk of CM Punk fucking everything up. But if it's fake, you got some good shit on your hands. But who knows what it is at this point? Because I have no fucking clue. I don't have a prediction for that shit. I don't fucking know. At this point, I'm just watching this shit, watching it unfold piece by piece, man.
Definitely, definitely, and that's that's the interesting part of all of this, I guess. That's the interesting part of all this, I guess, is kind of just where we're at now. I guess it's really just the waiting period on what is real and what's not. I mean, you see them on AEW, covering up his face on trucks. So it's very interesting as to is very interesting because on one hand it could be as everybody caught the most blatant way to one of the most blatant ways to uh cover up the man's face and something that everybody is going to notice. But like I said, man, it's very interesting because if you ask me, if he was that upset, I really would have thought he would have mentioned something about Jon Moxley refusing to lose to him when they asked him about Jon Moxley.
You
But
think like that's just so random.
I know, and it's like if he's if he's willing to bring the shit up in an Instagram story, I would think that he would be willing to bring it up on a media scrum when he's at his most angry, and he probably didn't really give a shit about anything he said. I would have thought he would have brought that up when they asked him about Jon Moxley. That's just me though. Man,
It's fishy, man. It's weird. This CM Punk shit is so weird. It's so random. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on at this point. I'm just waiting
definitely,
to see how it unfolds.
definitely, and it's really interesting to, especially too, because not too long ago, Chris Jericho was sending out tweets talking about, oh, I loved working with Punk. It's like,
Yeah.
hmm?
And then CM Punk just randomly is like, oh yeah, fuck Jericho. Like, that's so random. And
Jericho
just,
is a liar
I don't,
and a stooge. I really think you should tread
like,
carefully with the man because when the company was at its lowest, that man picked up your scraps, if you ask me.
mhm.
Um, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
him, Moxley, and Danielson, really stepped up when Punk did something that he shouldn't have. Um, you know,
Exactly.
that's just me though. I don't know. I don't know at this point. It could be a work. It can't. At this point, I'm just kind of excited to just sit back and watch. But it's interesting. It's interesting. And if this is real, this is a fucking this fucking sucks, man. This sucks because
It is, because if it is real,
mm,
you can't risk Punk coming back, bro. You can't do it at this point. If all
yeah,
this is real, and he really just said that shit, you can't bring his ass back. It'll cause too much bullshit.
yeah.
You just gotta let him go, man.
And I see a lot
And
of people
I
saying,
know people really like to see Punk,
"You're
mhm,
good, bro. No, you're good."
right? And I see people, like you said, I see a lot of people saying, "Well, the product's better with CM Punk on it, and
Yep.
CM Punk is great." Like, yeah, all those statements are true. It's awesome when Punk's there. I love it. It's amazing. But it's not worth the whole company fucking in shambles, man. It's not.
No. No, it's not. It's not at all. You know, we've said this from the start. Well, no, we definitely had some interesting things to say at the start, but as things progress, we we have talked We've talked a lot about, at least, here on this show, me and Sir K have talked a lot about being okay to the idea of CM Punk coming back into the company if people are cool with him, if people want him back, and if the locker room and everybody in the back is cool with having him there, then we'd be cool with having him there. But at the end of the day, man, if this shit continues and it's real, it's simply not worth it, and I see a lot of people saying, like Sir K said, man, AEW television is better with CM Punk on it, and yes, that is true. That is true, because nobody could fucking argue that anything Punk did on television, minus that weird Moxley match, the match he got upset over pretty much here. The match where he lost in 3 minutes. Dude, other than that, his run on television was damn near fucking perfect. It was damn near perfect, man. He had damn near no flaws. The Hangman feud was great. The MJF feud was fucking cinema. The Eddie Kingston stuff was great. The Darby Allin stuff was great. It was all great. It was just a matter of stuff backstage that bit him in the ass, man, and I got him out of the company for the time being. But like, I would be completely down with having CM Punk coming back, but it's like, no matter how good your television is, it's not worth your fucking company constantly being painted in a negative light. And like I said, man, it's not completely wrong of CM Punk to defend himself here. I mean, what Dave was saying was incorrect, at least to Punk it was incorrect, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I would love to have him back, he is on my Mount Rushmore at the end of the day, man, but like, also in saying that, I mean, it's just not worth your company looking like it's fucking in shambles again.
No one man is ever worth the whole company, man. It's just how it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So that is the news on CM Punk. Like I said, we could possibly have some more stuff on Punk later in the day. It's just a matter of when Sap's story comes out. So that's that. Yeah, that is that. So yeah, man, that's the news on CM Punk. And the latest Instagram story teases.
Good Lord, man. Good Lord.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I don't know about Andrade, man. I don't know.
It's that motherfucker. I
Yeah.
think that motherfucker's gone. That shit was real. Those two were beefing their ass off.
Yeah, I definitely... I'm going to have to agree with Bell on this one, man. I think we got to hold the phone on Andrade, man. I don't know. It's a risky situation with him. I think he could possibly be in the same boat with the WWE talent being hard to work with and not wanting to lose, which, I mean, I get protecting your character, but at the same time, man, you can't just come into a company and completely look like you're in it for yourself the whole time. I mean, Tony Khan's just not going to trust you at that point. And if I was in his shoes, I probably wouldn't trust you either.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. Man, speaking of AEW, damn, we had a lot of WWE news today. Speaking of AEW, man, Goldberg.
Hey, this motherfucker.
Goldberg, man. Sean Ross Sapp reported behind Fightful's paywall. Oh, there's your $5. He reported behind Fightful's paywall that Goldberg's WWE contract expired at the end of 2022. He is actually a free agent without any kind of deal right now. Goldberg's last match was against Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber event in Saudi Arabia. That was the final match on Goldberg's deal with the company, and he wrapped things up in December of 2022. This makes absolutely no sense because Goldberg literally just came out and said, at this point, exhausted any retirement match that anybody gives a fuck about seeing him in. He wrestled all these dream matches that were dream matches of absolutely nobody. Who cared about these men? Goldberg versus Kevin Owens.
Man.
I want you guys to realize Goldberg faced Dolph Ziggler on a Goldberg versus Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Did anybody want to see those matches? I mean, seriously. Goldberg versus Brock. Does anybody want to fucking see these matches, bro? Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous, man. So this is what Sapp had to say. He says, Bill Goldberg's WWE contract expired at the end of 2022 to no deal to renew or extend was reached. Goldberg has been officially a free agent since that point. The 56-year-old Bill Goldberg only wrestled once in 2022, losing the last match on his contract to Roman Reigns. Over the last couple of years, Goldberg put over Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley. Though he got a win back over Lashley, half of his matches since 2018 were in Saudi Arabia, and all of them were either at Saudi shows or Big Four pay-per-view events. Goldberg actually wrestled the last match of his deal. Look.
just shit that happened.
I'm putting us back.
So I kept interrupting because you would be talking and then it would be done. With the delay, you wouldn't hear me talking, so you would keep talking because
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, he has nothing to say." And I was starting, dude. That was it was really the delay, man. The delay was what was really bad.
Okay, guys. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good now. Yeah, I believe we're good. So, what part did you not hear me say? What part did we leave off?
You're asking me, damn. But let's see what they say, man.
Well, yes. What? All right. Well, anyway, let me just start this over again. Let me just start this over again. So, Goldberg, so I was reading Tony Khan is paying very close attention to Goldberg's free agent status. And what I was getting at was this man is coming into the company. He is absolutely coming into the company, and I hear a lot of people saying "Oh, look at the way AEW treats their legends." Yes, look at the way AEW treats their legends. Look at Jeff Jarrett right now. What I was saying was the only one we truly love, really, is Sting. And even Sting was at a point in the beginning of his AEW run where I was like, man, like, I remember they had a match, one Dynamite against the Acclaimed, and they absolutely buried the fuck out of him. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it looked horrible. So, Sting, what I'm getting at here is Sting is at a point now where it does not come off as if he is just burying the fuck out of people. Sting comes off as if he is just there to have fun nowadays. In the beginning, it looked a little off, but now we got Sting to a nice point, man, where people love and appreciate the man. Not that we didn't, but you guys get what I'm saying. Look at Jeff fucking Jarrett. Look, that's all I gotta say. Look at Jeff Jarrett, who AEW fans seem to think is on a god level run right now. He's not. Newsflash. Logan says it in the chat. A story came out a couple days ago that Jeff Jarrett spoke on some interview and told these fucking people, he told whoever he wants gold in AEW.
No, fire him instantly.
Enough with the selfish fucking people. Goldberg is at the very top of that list, dude. Goldberg at every chance he had could have said, you know what, man? What I was saying was Goldberg is the type of voice in that company where maybe if you said something to Vince, things would have ended up differently. Hey, Vince, Jericho and Kevin Owens deserve this WrestleMania spot. I don't need this. I don't need this. Me and Brock do not need the Universal Championship. Let me do this for Kevin. Let me do this to get their story over. Have Brock fuck me out of the title, something. Hey, Vince, I don't need to beat the undefeated Fiend for the Universal Championship. Bray needs this way fucking more than I do. No, he didn't. This guy protects his fucking spot like he is 27 years old. And we do not need that in AEW. And like Sir K was saying, Goldberg will absolutely have zero fucking respect for Tony Khan, especially if Tony Khan has him come in the door and lose.
Oh, yeah. You fucking know it. That motherfucker won't respect him a second.
Not at all. Not at all, bro. And it is utterly ridiculous that this man being brought into the company is even a fucking thought.
It's fucking crime, man. I hate seeing shit like this, and I am dreading that shit because it'll do nothing but negative for this fucking company.
Me too, bro. And I want you guys to know, this without a fucking question will happen. You know it's gonna
Mm,
happen. You know it, dude.
yeah,
You know
that
he's bringing
motherfucker
him in.
PK loves Goldberg.
He is a WCW mark to the very end. But my thing is, dude, you got the best of the best from WCW, bro. You have Sting. He's the best one. He was the best one there, let's be honest. And now you need Goldberg. Please, for the love of fucking God, no. It's gonna happen,
Please,
though.
no.
Let's be honest.
It is, man. It is. And I am dreading every second of it.
Speaking of people done with the WWE, Naomi. Damn, dude. This shit is not working with me today. Oh, that's
It
back.
hasn't been that bad on my end.
Oh, that's the other thing. That bro, that's the whole other that I mentioned all that, and I did not even mention the fact that the man almost fucking killed the Undertaker. Dude gave him a
That he cannot wrestle.
Dude gave him a shoot brain buster. Bruh. Dude. This man
It's horrible, man.
This man legitimately gave the Undertaker a real life brain buster. If that does not tell you that, and the best part is, if you people, meanwhile he was doing that shit in WWE as well.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, they'll put that motherfucker in a match with somebody, and he'll drop his. I'll drop that motherfucker, and it's AEW's fault. They
Okay, you guys, we're back after the fucking
God
longest
damn.
technical difficulty ever. I apologize. Yeah, I apologize for that. I genuinely, I'm not sure what to do anymore. So, yeah, continue on here. So we did get pretty much news on, CM Punk, while we were gone. And pretty much what Sap said was that, there's an open possibility for him to return, but last night made it less likely, and meetings together and have spoke. So yeah, that's that. So that's the news from Fightful. Man. Nothing really too big, I guess. Just yeah. So all right, man. Moving on to the next story here. Yeah, move on to the next story. Naomi. Yeah. All right, man. Naomi reveals she is no longer with the WWE. All right. This news is not entirely that surprising, as Fightful reported back in January the former SmackDown Women's Champion's contract was close to expiring. At the time of her walkout in May 2022, it remains unclear whether Naomi's departure was a result of her contract expiring or if there were factors at play. Naomi's departure is significant to WWE, as she was a popular talent who has been with the organization since 2010. Throughout her tenure, she was SmackDown Women's Champion and a member of the Total Divas cast. She responded to somebody on an Instagram post promoting her WrestleCon appearance. They asked her if she was still with WWE. To her response, no, friend. Damn. How you feeling? How you feeling about this, man?
That shit sucks, man. I mean, if she truly does want to be there and wants to be doing stuff, whether it's with the bloodline stuff or just in her own, circle in the company, man. But that just sucks, man, because it's just circumstance and just poor management from WWE that involuntarily kind of voluntarily at this point, let those two go, man. So it really sucks, man. It really sucks. Even though I think eventually she'll come back, especially if Triple H remains under control for the foreseeable future, man. But it's just a shitty situation for everybody, man. And I heard rumors of her trying to trademark like stuff with the Trinity name and stuff, but I'm not too sure about the
Yeah.
truthfulness of those, man. Which, if that is the case, then I could see her going to a Japan or to an AEW. But if not, man, um, who knows, man? She might be even wanting to take a break, man. We don't really know about what she feels about this, so we'll just let time play this situation out.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So yeah, it looks as if she at least is trying to trademark the name Trinity Star. So yeah, it looks like that is the name she went to trademark. And I mean, it's pretty interesting. I like the name, and I wish her the best, man. And I'm glad she finally got out of there, man. If that's what she wanted, so definitely, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Kairi Sane. Man. Kairi Sane. She is speaking on the topic of free agents, man. Kairi recently did an interview with Steve Fall where she revealed that she is a free agent at the moment, courtesy of her translator. Her translator says she's a free agent. She would like to go anywhere possible. She would like to go to the U.S. if there's a chance to go back again. She is now a free agent. How you feeling about this one, man?
Interesting, man. It's interesting. I could see her eventually wanting to go back to WWE one day. But maybe, but if she really would just want to go there to face a certain number of people. So I think if I'm a betting man, she'll either, stay in Japan in some company there or take a dip in AEW, man. I don't know truly where she's gonna go, man, but I don't know if it's gonna be WWE right away again.
Definitely. I really, really don't see that one happening. I could really see her making the jump to AEW. I could really see that be a possibility for her, being that I believe she's close with Kenny. I believe I really could see her going back to to AEW to do some stuff. If I'm being 100% honest, man. But yeah, she's another one, man. I wish her the best. She's very talented, and it really sucked. She was in WWE during most of some of her years, man, and the schedule really got to her. It made her want to go back home to Japan. So AEW's schedule is a lot lighter, so I could definitely see her doing that for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, man. Next, we got some more news on the women as Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, man. Fightful confirms that Alexa Bliss underwent a procedure to move a Bass cell carcinoma. That is the most common form of skin cancer. Alexa Bliss has officially been discharged and will be able to return to the ring. This was the reason for her absence in the ring. Wow, that is insane. Man, I wish her the best. And yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Definitely, bro. I wish her the best, man. And I'm glad that everything's good with her now, man. So that is the update on Alexa Bliss and her injury.
Definitely, man. That's scary, man.
Yep. We got a frozen cirque to add on to our pile of shit for the day. Yeah, man. So that is the news on Alexa Bliss. Definitely crazy, man. Definitely crazy. But as we wait for him to get back, man. Rey Mysterio, man. Rey Mysterio did have rumors around him regarding his WrestleMania spot. He had rumors around him regarding his WrestleMania spot and his retirement, but it seems that those rumors have been debunked, man. The Wrestling Observer newsletter dropped a short note about Rey Mysterio and his impending retirement. It was noted that there are no plans for Rey Mysterio to retire at WrestleMania 39. And the rumors about him retiring after Mania are untrue. So it looks like we will have Rey Mysterio for a little bit longer, man, which is nice to hear. Nice to hear. But now that Sir K's back, do you want to give some insight on Alexa Bliss, man?
Shit, man. Oh my god, that was just silence for like 2 minutes. Oh man. But yeah, man, that really sucks to see, man. I mean, I'm glad it looks like she's doing good, man. And it looks like that problem seems to be solved, man, and I hope it is. That's one of the worst things that can happen, man. And as for the race story, um, a quick little recap of that, if you could, please.
Yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. This is a fucking shitstorm today, isn't it? The Wrestling Observer newsletter dropped a short note about Rey Mysterio and his impending retirement. It was noted that there are no plans for Rey Mysterio to retire at WrestleMania 39. Regarding rumors that Rey Mysterio is retiring after WrestleMania are untrue. This comes from, the original rumor that he was set to retire after WrestleMania 39.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, it's a little, not annoying, but like a little that he's gonna go into the Hall of Fame, but keep wrestling.
So
That's a
weird.
little,
It's
you know,
fucking ass
so
backwards,
weird.
man.
Exactly, man. But overall, man, it actually is good to see, man, because I think he still has a lot left in the tank, man. At least a
Yes.
year or two, man. So it is also good in that aspect that, it's not over yet.
Oh, okay. I think you're back.
Oh, God. Dude,
Oh,
it just randomly goes silent. I have never seen this before, man. What is happening?
this is the most unprecedented bullshit, man.
I fucking I hate OBS, bro. It's the worst.
My hate is a little bit of a mix between OBS and fucking Xfinity, man. It seems we're green across the board now. Go fuck yourself. Good lord. Dude, are
Oh,
you
good
guys
lord,
just now
man.
hearing about the fucking Trinity story? Dude,
Think so.
I am so sorry for this, bro.
Really, I'm fucking repeating. I
All
don't
right,
know at
man.
what point, because that was like 10 minutes ago.
All right, man. Randy Orton, man. There have been rumblings, internal rumblings of Randy Orton's WWE status. Mike Johnson, a PW Insider Elite, reported that there have been some rumblings around Randy Orton internally within the last week or so, where there hadn't been any discussion about him internally in some time. It was also noted that nothing new was said about Riddle's WWE status after going on hiatus after WWE suspended him due to failing a drug test for the second time in 2022 and sent to rehab in December. Orton last worked a match when he and Riddle dropped the tag team titles to the Usos in a winner-takes-all match in May of 2022. The belief was that Orton would take some time off due to a back injury before returning to turn on Riddle, leading to a feud between them. Obviously, that didn't happen as the injury was worse than expected. Orton had lower back fusion surgery last November, and there had been some concern regarding his WWE career amongst those in the company. There had been a recent photo going around online that there had been a recent photo going around online of Orton looking jacked, and at the time some fans were speculating that he could return. Yeah,
Shit,
man.
man.
So it looks as if Randy Orton, at least there are rumors and rumblings that Randy Orton could be brought back soon and in Los Angeles for Randy Orton for WrestleMania as well, man. So it's definitely interesting, bro. And I don't know, man. I could see him coming in and working the summer with Matt Riddle and then maybe doing Cody at SummerSlam or something. I could definitely see that.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's good to see that he's on his way back. Um, it's good to see, man. And I hope he is soon, man, because I really miss him, and I hope he can come back as healthy as ever, man.
Me too. I was really not ready for a Randy Orton retirement segment or anything of that nature. That shit was about to be sad as hell, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely, it would have been.
All right, man. We got some news on not Bray Wyatt. Well, The news on Bray Wyatt is he's still hurt, I guess, and his stuff, his match is looking more and more, well, his match as of now is still on, but it's looking a little bit more less likely, as WWE has not made it official, but they have had some internal talks on who will face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, as he will be on the card in some form. The proposed plan is Bobby Lashley versus LA Knight. It has been discussed for over a week, but as of now, the match is not official, but it is being discussed per WrestleVotes. I like this. If you can't find anything for LA Knight, I think this is nice. It fits into, his story with Bray Wyatt, him picking up the scraps because he thinks Bray Wyatt's a piece of trash. So
That's true, man.
definitely, man, there's that, and it gets Bobby Lashley his match on the card, so it definitely makes the most sense if you ask me, and it gets fucking LA Knight, who's mad over a spot on the Mania card.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think really this year they actually really could have benefited from doing those battle royals instead of the other
I know, right?
showcase matches they're having. Because to me, that's a better way to showcase a bunch of people all at once. But hey, I ain't fucking Triple H, I guess, man. It will suck that LA Knight will have to take an L. That's really, not preferable to me, man. But it's good to get both of them on the card, and with each other, I think they could do a really great match.
Yeah, man, LA Knight in LA makes all the sense, bro. I love how Wade Barrett's been saying, you can't have a WrestleMania in LA and not put the guy they named the city after on the card.
Literally, man.
Tremendous.
Literally, it's weird.
Tremendous. Yeah, man, that's definitely good news, man, and I definitely want LA Knight on the card, bro. He has been getting mad fucking over. So
Definitely, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, so that is, so that's the news on Bray Wyatt and what is going on with his match at WrestleMania. Not really news on Wyatt, but just news on what is going to happen to his WrestleMania match. Shall he not make it to the show? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Speaking of SummerSlam, we just mentioned SummerSlam briefly there, but WWE released the official SummerSlam logo. They released the logo for this year's SummerSlam Detroit logo, man, and here it is. I'm going to flash it up on your screen. Bam. There it is, man. It's definitely got a Detroit feel, man. How you feeling about this logo?
I think it's a good logo. It's really fitting for the Detroit, setting, man. I just wish it was a different pay-per-view. I would prefer if SummerSlam was always in a more tropical theme and place, Not even tropical,
Absolutely.
just warmer. Even like Texas could be good, man, but
Mm.
I don't know. I think it's a great logo. I'm SummerSlam in Detroit doesn't really scream SummerSlam to me, personally.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I mean, this logo's nice. But I definitely agree with you. It definitely fits Detroit, but I definitely think that logo fits something more of like a Survivor Series or like an Extreme Rules, like some a little more rugged, some a little more just edgier than a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think like War Games with like some metal Detroit font would be sick. However, I think it's a good logo. I like the logo. It's very different for SummerSlam, which I like, and I'm very excited to see what we can do here on our show for the SummerSlam review with that logo. So
That's true, man. That's true.
yeah, man. Speaking of pay-per-views, man. AEW and All Out. Yeah.
Yeah, look at it's real. Oh man. You guys are like 3 stories behind. Fuck it, eh?
AEW might break the yearly tradition with the all-out venue this year. According to a report from Fightful's paywall, AEW's All Out might not take place in the Now Arena as they have in previous years. This will be a major break from tradition. Fightful Select is reporting that there have been discussions of the show taking place in the heart of Chicago at the United Center. Wow.
Look at that. Something should be doing.
Seriously, bro. AEW has sold out 2 shows there already, with the First Dance and the Forbidden Door taking place there. This change will see AEW's All Out event taking place in Chicago, might take place in Chicago, but they might be in a larger venue. AEW has sold out the Now Arena for the All Out event every time. They might just have a much bigger challenge next time around. It was also noted, we're told AEW may still run Hoffman Estates and the Now Arena. They held Dynamite and Dark and Rampage tapings there in the past as well. We will have to see what Tony Khan's company does with All Out in 2023, but nothing is official until AEW makes an official announcement. Hey, what's up, Fedna? Dude, I forgot to say what's up to you, man. How's it going?
Oh, Fedna, how you been, man? Goddamn, it's been too long.
Seriously, bro, where have you been, man? Yeah, man. This is good. This isn't entirely bad. I could see them still running the Now Arena for Dynamite and Rampage.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
because they could not sell out the Chase Center for Revolution. So
No.
I doubt they sell it out for a Dynamite and a Rampage, so I could easily see them doing Dynamite and Rampage there at the Now Arena and doing All Out at the United Center. We've been saying this for years. It needs to fucking happen, bro. If I gotta go to that rundown fucking piece of shit arena again with one entrance and everybody's fucking crowded to fuck at it, I'm gonna lose my mind, man. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I hate that fucking building, man. The Drive, beautiful.
Beautiful,
The
love it.
fucking arena, oh my god, does that arena fucking blow, man. The fucking, the ticket people when you're driving up to get parking only take cash. Like it's fucking ran by some dude. I
What are
don't
we
know
in the
what the fuck
fucking
that is.
80s?
Literally, bruh. I don't fucking understand it, man. But I hope they do go to the United Center for All Out, man. For the weekly shows, I really don't care. But for All Out, man, put that shit in the United Center.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Definitely. If bro, we need to go to United Center this year for All Out. It's a way nicer arena. You can fit way more people. Dude, absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not.
Definitely.
All right, man. As we wind down here, our last couple stories, man. Triple H, man, he is trying to fight for a new title design, man. All right, man, check this out. So according to Fight Fans, Triple H is not a fan of the Universal Championship. Per the outlet, he seemingly considered scrapping the prestigious title after taking charge of the company's creative. Triple H suggested retiring the Universal title at one time. He really doesn't like the title, a source told Fight Fans. The retired Big Gold World Heavyweight Championship was also mentioned as a potential successor. However, the suggestion was reportedly rejected due to the uniform design of all of the world titles in WWE. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
If that is the that is the reason, if Triple H continues and if Vince McMahon is eventually gone from the company, the uniform design is the exact reason why it would get changed. Now, if Vince stays in charge, I could easily see, them sticking with, what they got going on now. But if he's going to start changing championships anyway, I absolutely see this coming back, to be honest. Well, Triple H loves that big gold.
Oh yeah, man, it's an iconic title. It's a easy title to put on anybody's shoulders, and I say go for it, man. I think it'll be a perfect fucking switch.
Yes, and
And that fucking blue piece of shit.
It fits in any era. That is how you know that
Exactly.
championship is fantastic.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
And with that, WrestleVotes recently reported that Triple H is looking forward to fixing Vince McMahon's mess, as he could soon separate the two world championships.
Thank God.
And I quote, "This is the final mess, and you really can call it a mess. This is the final obstacle the new team is working to overcome. That was never a plan when Roman Reigns won the title a year ago. Triple H was handed this mess by SummerSlam, and there's going to be two world titles that they are working on fixing, man." So, Trips, I think you got a couple more messes to fix. Johnny Gargano, I think you got a couple more messes to fix, but that is the big one. And I'm happy he views it as Vince's final mess, and I'm very glad that he is excited to fix it.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I can't wait till they fucking separate that shit. Should never put it together in the first place.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And with that, man, our final story. Triple H. Triple H is undecided on the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes booking decision for WrestleMania 39.
Triple H, dog.
On one hand, I want to call bullshit, because if you have fucking plans for WrestleMania 40, how the fuck do you not know? And I'm not saying everybody in the company has to know. How does Triple H not know who wins the main event of WrestleMania? What?
That's like the biggest fucking thing you have. It's literally the whole point you make the fucking show is to decide a winner on WrestleMania. That's the whole point to this fucking company at this point. How do you not know the fucking answer? It's not like you're between two, people like where it could go either way, man. It can only go one way.
Dude, however, I do see, I can see Triple H's decision. I don't think he doesn't know, but honestly, with all this, with he may have people in his ear telling him Roman Reigns needs to win.
He probably does.
So I could maybe see his decision being skewed, but you need to go with Cody Rhodes. It's done with, bro. It's done with. But honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be shocked if Roman Reigns kept the championships. I wouldn't be.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think it will happen, but like you said, if it happens, it ain't gonna blow my mind, man. It'll blow my mind in the sheer stupidity of the decision. But the fact that it was made won't really blow my mind. Sadly, man. It shouldn't be made, and I hope it doesn't. But I wouldn't put it past anyone in that company.
I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. And yeah, I think that a 900-day title reign, and even if you have him keep the titles and you do this thing at 1,000 days. If you do this thing at 1,000 days, there's only one place to end an 1,000-day title reign. You don't end that at SummerSlam. You need to end that shit at WrestleMania. And I don't want to fucking do another year of this shit, man. So we need to end it this year. Like I said last week, it's crazy in this era you even got to 900 days. It's been a legendary title reign. It was good in the beginning, and it's been great at the end, man. End it while it's good, so people look back at this time fondly.
Exactly, man. All the people that want him to fucking retain and get 1,000 days, the second after he reaches 1,000 days, they'll be tired of his ass. So do it while they like him.
Yep. Give Me Sport and WrestleVotes have reported that Roman Reigns will be taking a significant break from WWE. That's the other thing. You want him to be gone the whole summer, just so he can reach 1,000 days if he keeps world championship, if he keeps both the titles.
You know what?
Ridiculous.
You know how they add time to people's contracts when they fucking get injured? Per this motherfucker's title reign, they should negate time that he was on vacation.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a minus like fucking 200 plus days at the least.
Seriously. So I'm truly laughing at everybody that wanted both of these titles defended at once, because you should have fucking defended them separately. He could have kept the Universal and lost the WWE. Come on.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
who gives
man.
a shit if Cody pins him on one night and you know Rock and he beats Rock or whoever for the Universal title? Who gives a shit? He's Roman fucking Reigns. He's won for 2 years straight. It's not gonna make him look any worse. So
Exactly.
Roman Reigns is set to take a significant break from WWE upon losing the undisputed Universal Championship. Whether or not it will occur at WrestleMania 39 is far from certain. However, WWE is yet to formalize any plans. Yeah,
Oh,
man. Yeah, and I don't know. It's bullshit, bro. Triple H absolutely knows who the fuck is going to be main eventing or winning the main event of WrestleMania. Whether he hasn't told anybody, you know, why would you? I could see him keeping that close to the chest, man. But yeah, there's absolutely no fucking way. There's no way on planet Earth he doesn't know. And I just hope it's the right decision, and that's what we can all hope for. This reign needs to end. WWE, if you wanted to give off the vibe of a new era in WWE, of a Triple H era, you get those fucking titles off of this guy at WrestleMania, bro. And that's the only place a championship reign this long can end.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, man. And yeah, so that is everything, man. That is everything for the show. I want to apologize again for the horrible technical difficulties for the show, man. I want to apologize again. Yes, I truly apologize for the technical difficulties, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been a technical difficulty riddled show, but I want to thank you guys for your support, bro. You guys are truly the best, man, sticking with us throughout the whole show. Welcome back, Jonathan Fedna, Logan Bell Durante, man. Thank you guys so much, bro. And everybody watching on the replay, bro. JT, you guys know who you are, man. Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah.
And with that, man, it has been a pleasure. Always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sergey.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Again, man, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted. We'll see you guys then.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when that what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender.